this discussion is going to be non-governmental would mean it is a private. And it is for an entity set not to make profit. So though we say that entity is not established for the purpose of generating profit, when it is incidental into their main activity, absolutely there is no problem at all. So their main intention is not to make profit. So that is what you got to understand. So what could be an organization like that? Educational institution, health clubs, hospitals, and you can say even private museums and CPA institute. So all these are ideal examples for not for profit, but at the same time they are not governmental entities. We have a separate topic for governmental entities. Okay, so have that in your mind. It is for not for profit and it is private entity. Instead of saying private entity, we would say it is non-governmental. Okay, so let us just have that title very clear. So we can call that as NFP, NPF, not for profit. Sorry, NFP, not for profit or non-profit. So the title here is Statement of Financial Position is what we have given as a title, which is nothing but a balance sheet. Say now we are getting into the discussion. The entities are of two types. One is profit seeking, the other one is generally profit seeking and non-profit seeking. So here we are going to have it like, as I told you that there will always be a confusion when we say as not for profit. One moment. We will have always the confusion that not for profit would mean it is done only by government entities. Actually, it is not so. So government entities will also be involved both in profit making as well as not for profit setups. But here our focus is only on non-governmental, not for profit. So profit seeking entities for which we have just made discussion about a statement of income, balance sheet, statement of cash flow, and we have made a separate discussion as how equity will be stated. So governmental entities will be done later. We will say in Indian scenario, we are having a different sort of setup. We do not have a separate accounting standards applicable for not-for-profit entities. Accounting standards would mean it is applicable only for profit-seeking entities. Okay. So we do not have a separate accounting standard for not-for-profit. We do not have an accounting standard exclusively for government entities. So in Indian scenario, a lot of loose ends we have. So when we talk something like this, it is not that we are talking ill of something. It is only for information I'm sharing. The Financial Accounting Standard Board covers both profit seeking as well as not for profit seeking non-governmental entities. Okay. So Financial Accounting Standard Board, where they say these sort of not for profit entities generate their revenue only from contribution. Okay. Their contribution is the main source of, or you can say oxygen for these sort of entities would only come from contribution. And these entities are basically having not for profit. That is, they do not have profit as a motive. And lastly, these entities, they cannot call whatever ownership that you have for private entities as equity. So you cannot word it as equity. So that ownership interest is different in this setup. We'll call that as net assets.